What Ryan Reynolds, has seemingly done, right, is used his power and influence to not only help Blake Lively take over this movie.
Okay, who owns the production company? Who owns the next movie script? I am going to invest myself everywhere. I'm going to be doing your movie premiere. I'm going to be doing promos and making fun of you.
Ryan?
Yep.
You want to take a break?
Blake?
Sure.
Hold on to your popcorn, people. The Hollywood bombshell just dropped. Ryan Reynolds has been booted from Marvel. Can you believe it? One minute, he's the darling of the MCU, hyping everyone up for Deadpool and Wolverine with his trademark stunts. And the next, he's drowning in a scandal that's rocking Tinseltown to its core. The internet is exploding with rumors that Disney and Marvel have severed all ties with Reynolds.
Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion, Megan. Wait till you see this lawsuit.
Oh boy.
Let's spill the tea. Disney and Reynolds have never gotten along. Deadpool's R-rated humor clashes completely with Disney's family image. But honey, this drama goes way deeper. According to insiders, Ryan wasn't just difficult on set. He allegedly used Deadpool to target Justin Baldoni, the same Baldoni locked in that nasty legal battle with Blake Lively. Ryan reportedly approached a WME executive and claimed the agency was working with a... When these rumors hit social media, fans lost it. Some refuse to believe it. Ryan is Deadpool, right? But others aren't convinced, especially after how quickly Marvel dumped Jonathan Majors. With Ryan so entangled in this Baldoni Blake it ends with us mess, fans are wondering if he finally pushed Marvel too far.
All agree that the moral crimes committed here by Ryan Reynolds against Justin Baldoni have amounted to high treason.
And it gets messier. Standing in the middle of this chaos is Hugh Jackman. Fans are desperate to know where Hugh stands. Is he supporting Ryan? Distancing himself? What does he know about this scandal? And the biggest question, is Ryan Reynolds really out of the Marvel universe for good? Buckle up because this Hollywood scandal is just getting started.
No. It's not every day a guy gets to interview the love interest of his best friend's wife and the guy trying to replace Ryan as a husband and me as his best mate.
Holy shit.
Let's rewind. If you've been on social media lately, you know about the explosive lawsuit between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. A drama so messy it's turned Hollywood upside down. Blake has been on a warpath against Baldoni with serious allegations about misconduct during It Ends With Us. But here's the problem. There's no actual evidence backing these claims. Baldoni's team fired back hard, exposing huge holes in Blake's accusations and proving some claims, like the intimacy coordinator scandal, were completely fabricated.
I really want to be friends with you. Like, he literally tells Ryan he wants to be friends with you. And I could just see Ryan sitting there like, yes, this is exactly what I want, a puppy to kick in the mouth.
Blake couldn't have orchestrated all this alone. Despite being an A-lister with Taylor Swift as her bestie, she doesn't have the clout to get the New York Times involved. That's when it became clear that the real puppet master was Ryan Reynolds himself. According to insiders, Ryan wasn't just being supportive. He was pulling all the strings, orchestrating an entire smear campaign while keeping his hands clean. Baldoni's legal team has receipts. Their court documents claim Ryan not only helped his wife hijack It Ends With Us, but was deeply involved in getting Baldoni blacklisted from his agency. Mr. Nice Guy allegedly threatened WME to drop Baldoni with zero explanation. Just the word of an A-lister who despised his wife's director. And the craziest part, his PR team always cleaned up his mess so his perfect guy facade stayed intact.
Tried to get Justin Baldoni dropped from WME multiple times before they did, okay? So all of those articles that came out when Justin got dropped and they were denying that Ryan Reynolds had anything to do with it, those were PR teams that were working overtime behind the scenes, likely their PR team. Leslie Sloan, it's not true. No, this never, that is a fact.
Celebrities with squeaky clean images almost always have the nastiest personalities behind closed doors. Everyone loves Deadpool, but look at the vicious moves he's allegedly making against a fellow actor, supposedly defending his wife's integrity, but really about his own insecurities. Part of Blake's lawsuit accused Baldoni of orchestrating a smear campaign to silence her. But this allegation started because of Blake's bad press during the film's promo tour. Fans criticized her body language, how she promoted her brand products, and her weird vibe. But do you know what Reynolds allegedly did?
Give me your phone. I'm gonna draft a statement that Justin Baldoni and Wayfarer have to read, because the public noticed that her press appearances were weird. They found her to not be deep at all. They didn't like that she was promoting her hair products, didn't like that she was not taking the theme of domestic violence seriously. And then they found these old videos of her.
Ryan strong-armed Baldoni and Wayfarer to release a statement taking responsibility for something they didn't do. What would it have cost Blake to apologize for her behavior? Baldoni refused to read Ryan's bogus statement and got slapped with a smear campaign lawsuit in return. Unbelievable. Baldoni's lawyers also accused Ryan of using his Hollywood influence to push Blake's narrative, even weaponizing Marvel and Deadpool to turn Baldoni into a laughingstock.
What Ryan Reynolds, has seemingly done, right, is used his power and influence to not only help Blake Lively take over this movie, but, he's used it, on Deadpool and to make fun of Justin Baldoni.
When Marvel caught wind of this, they were furious. Marvel has worked tirelessly to avoid PR disasters, and here's their star using his platform for personal drama in the pettiest way. The result? A firestorm threatening to drag Marvel into a lawsuit they want no part of. Blake herself publicly admitted Ryan wrote most of the changes she made to the film. Proof. He was at the center of this scandal from the beginning. Marvel was outraged when they discovered he used their movie to attack Baldoni on the big screen. In Deadpool 3, Ryan didn't just want to attack Baldoni in court. He wanted to humiliate him in 2024's biggest blockbuster. It all comes down to two specific characters. Nice Pool, a Deadpool variant with a man bun strikingly similar to Baldoni's, portrayed as an over-the-top, self-righteous feminist who constantly flaunts his moral superiority. The dialogue about Lady Pool was clearly a reference to Blake's accusation that Baldoni body-shamed her.
Where's your mask? Come on, guys. Oh, this guy. We're looking for a group of survivors.
In another scene, someone yells, "Where in God's name is the intimacy coordinator?" clearly referencing one of Blake's accusations. Then there's Dog Pool, a literal lapdog that, according to Baldoni's team, portrayed Baldoni as a Hollywood pushover hiding behind his nice guy persona.
And I guess you've already met Mary Poppins, aka Dog Pool. Careful where you put your hand. She's 90% G-spot and she'll let you know it. You let this little flirt out of your sight for 1 second and she starts shopping for a new papa. If you can't be a responsible pet owner, then maybe you don't deserve this little unicorn. Guilty on all charges, Your Honor.
If you can't be a responsible pet owner, then maybe you don't deserve this little unicorn. Guilty on all charges, Your Honor. The message was clear. Baldoni is all bark, no bite. But Ryan saying shopping for a new papa feels like shade at Blake too. Maybe trouble in paradise? Many interpret those gold-plated guns as representing "it ends with us," with Reynolds asking nicely for Baldoni to hand them over before finishing him off in a gruesome way. Unlike the movie, though, Baldoni is still fighting. Brian Fredman, Baldoni's lawyer, immediately sent a legal letter to Disney's CEO and Marvel's president demanding preservation of all documents related to Nice Pool, arguing Reynolds abused his position to ridicule Baldoni globally. Reynolds wasn't naive. As executive producer and writer, he knew what he was doing. It doesn't matter which side you're on. Ryan went too far. After all this, he ensured his wife filed a 163-page lawsuit with bizarre claims and no evidence. For the nicest guy in Hollywood, that's dark. Blake also has a history of pettiness. During the press tour, she was upset with host Kirsty, who had difficulty bearing children, for congratulating her pregnancy, despite Blake being 8 months pregnant with an obvious bump. Fans were furious when they saw this, especially since Blake later bragged about her wardrobe choices in other interviews. Blake blamed Baldoni for her bad press, claiming he set her up. Kirsty denied any connection to Baldoni, saying she posted the interview after watching the movie triggered memories of Blake's behavior. Fredman has received tons of anonymous messages from the It Ends With Us crew sharing negative experiences with Blake. No wonder Marvel had to step in. They initially brushed it off until Baldoni's team hinted at lawsuits. Marvel executives were furious about Ryan's personal agenda. They reportedly cut even harsher Baldoni jokes from the final edit and tried desperately to shift the focus to the multiverse instead of specific characters. But it was too late. fans kept calling them out. Ryan even inserted himself into the It Ends With Us promotional tour with a bizarre skit featuring his mom in a film about domestic violence. The skit had nothing to do with the movie's theme. Why was Ryan putting so much energy into a film he wasn't even part of? Baldoni took all the abuse like a champ to protect the film's success, risking his entire career. Meanwhile, Ryan attended his wife's legal meetings, advised on framing Baldoni in the media, and used his connections to control the narrative. Marvel hasn't publicly backed Ryan through this scandal. Executives avoid commenting entirely. If he was safe, wouldn't they say so? The Mr. Nice Guy persona is dead, and recovering seems nearly impossible unless they can somehow flip the script on Baldoni. But the signs don't look good at the moment. Signs don't look good at